And good evening, wrestling fans. Jimmy Gimmick here for 13th Floor Productions, Seamus Maloney and Company's Professional Wrestling Carnival Sideshow, and N.E.W. North Wilkesboro Extreme Wrestling. Up next is the main event match. It's that finicky mad scientist, Professor Phineas Crumpler, who says he's actually going to fight in the ring courtesy of one of his concoctions. Who knows what he'll come up with as he takes on everybody's favorite jungle boy, Partook of the Jungle. Our ringmaster this evening, R.L. Austin, and our special referee, IPW Pro Wrestling Referee of the Year, Wayne Davis. It's a beautiful day for wrestling here at the Wilkes County Agricultural Fairgrounds, and we'll get started right after these messages.
Professor Phineas Crumpler at your service. Young lady, wait till you see my formula. It's going to be big. And I am Professor Crumpler, Scholar Elite. And when you see my new formula, will you be surprised?
Hey, can I ask you something?
Yes, you may.
Can you blow yourself up?
You turkeys! Come back here, you turkeys! You can make fun of me now, laugh and make jokes. Go ahead. We're waiting until you see my special formula.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. It's time for Professor Crumpler. Let's go to ringmaster R.L. Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, Seamus Maloney and Company's Professional Wrestling Carnival Sideshow proudly presents Professor Phineas Crumpler.
Store for you. My formula is going to make a mockery of this. Wait until you see it.
Professor Crumpler now retrieving some ingredients, it looks like, here from the table. Who knows what's going to happen?
Go ahead, laugh right there.
One thing's for sure, he's really got these kids riled up.
Stand back here. Stay out of this, you little turkeys. Stand back here.
What is the professor up to?
Jungle Boy's in big trouble!
You better stay back and watch as I perfect this formula. Wait until you see the fantastical results. Only one more ingredient, and then we'll see. Oh yes, perfect.
It looks like Crumpler's almost got his concoction finalized. Just a little final mixing to go, it looks like.
Stay out of this, you little twerps. Stand back.
Well, whatever it was, he drank every drop of it. So far, I haven't seen anything change at all. It could be another failed experiment. His contraptions and gizmos are always going wrong. Wait a minute, some sort of transformation's taking place. He's turning into his own version of Mr. Hyde, my goodness. It looks like his potion was successful. He's running amok, totally out of control. This whole crowd here is starting to panic. I had no idea what Crumpler was concocting, but my goodness, what a repulsive result. Now he's climbed up into the ring, thank goodness. But he's still going wild here, climbing up on the corner turnbuckle. About it, Professor Crumpler's turned into a complete lunatic. And these N.E.W. wrestling fans have never seen anything like this. You have to give credit where credit is due. Professor Crumpler really came through this time with his latest concoction. You can bet your bottom dollar that Partook of the Jungle is going to have his hands full. And it sounds like Partook has arrived. Yes, indeed, there he is, Partook of the Jungle. And it looks like he's brought Kali, that beautiful snake. And now he's climbing up into the ring here. He's definitely going to have the crowd support in this match. Seamus Maloney and Company's Professional Wrestling Carnival Sideshow proudly presents Partook of the Jungle. Wait a minute, here comes Professor Crumpler with a vicious attack from behind. My goodness, there's the bell. What an underhanded way to start a wrestling match. Big Irish whip, Partook crashing into the corner turnbuckle. My goodness. Professor Crumpler looking very pleased with himself, and he's going to get a run and go. Almost stepped on Kali. Huge splash in the corner. Professor Crumpler now going wild in the ring. He's completely out of control, but he'd better be careful. Kali not looking too happy about what's going on here. Professor Crumpler's really going to town on Partook. And now he's coming back again to wrap those meat hooks around Partook's neck. Referee Wayne Davis pretty much helpless to stop any of this. He finally manages to break it up here, and once again this blithering lunatic running crazy all around the ring. If I were him, I wouldn't get too close to Kali here. Everybody knows that Partook is friends with all these jungle animals. And Crumpler almost stepped on Kali again. And now he's going back to choking Partook in that corner there. Wayne Davis trying to break it up, but Professor Crumpler is way out of control here. Now he's going to pull Partook out of that corner, push him up against the ring ropes, big Irish whip across the ring, and a big clothesline sends Partook crashing to the canvas. Professor Crumpler seems so overjoyed he's beside himself, but Kali once again looking agitated. Her bite's not poisonous, but I wouldn't want her sinking her teeth in me. Professor Crumpler has Partook up, and a big Irish whip across the ring, followed up by a big elbow. Professor Crumpler once again running too close to Kali for my comfort. The more punishment that Professor Crumpler puts on Partook, the more agitated she gets, it seems, as Professor Crumpler's Mr. Hyde moves in for the kill. He drags Partook back up to his feet, pushes him up against that ring rope, and Kali bites into Crumpler's leg. Partook reverses, Crumpler off the ropes, big clothesline, Davis in for the count, 1, 2, 3. That's it, this one's over. Partook of the Jungle has defeated Professor Crumpler's Mr. Hyde, thanks to a little help from Kali. I guess she'd finally seen enough of Professor Crumpler's underhanded tactics. Like I said, her bite's not poisonous, but it was enough to distract Professor Crumpler. Just remember, kids, treat snakes just like any other animal with caution and respect. Don't ever take any chances. And check the library for books on the kind of snakes that might live in your area. So until next time, this is Jimmy Gimmick, signing off.